welcome to another evening of eating. And I'm sat in the car outside the gym. I'm about to go in and do some bench press, followed by a bit of shoulders. This is the first time, this will be the first day I haven't squatted in 4 days. So I'm just come off the back of 3 consecutive days of squatting, which quite frankly has been quite hard. The last 2 days have sucked a little bit, but I should start to adapt. Squatting again tomorrow, so can't wait. If you watch my previous 2 training videos, I explain a bit more about that, the whole Bulgarian method, squat, deadlift, bench press, high frequency thing. But anyway, basically I'm going to go in and do some singles, maybe something fairly heavy because I didn't bench yesterday, so I should be a little bit fresh comparatively. Food wise, I've eaten quite a lot today. I actually weighed myself yesterday and I was like 101.5 kilos. So that's like, I think I did a weigh-in, or I showed you a weigh-in on the last evening of eating, I think, where I'd lost a bit of weight. I'm kind of back up to where I should be now, so that's pleasing. And that has come off the back of just, it's a very intuitive thing. If I feel like I haven't eaten enough food, I'll just eat a bit more. If I feel like I'm eating too much, I'll just cut it down. It's very, very simple. I really don't kind of overcomplicate things. So yeah, I had a pretty massive breakfast. I had like 2 bowls of fruit and fibre. Then I had my normal snacks. Lunch, I got into lunch late, and so everyone was gone, and so there was kind of double portions. So I had loads of like chicken, breaded chicken, and then some mashed potato, then some beans, and a decent dessert. Had some more nuts and everything else like I normally eat. And I've just had a jive, which I was going to talk to you about and explain the makeup of an Aldi's jive, but I got berated in a recent video for talking about my jives too much, so I won't bloody do it. All right, you happy? So I'm going to go in and train, catch up with you post session. That was pretty good. Didn't feel incredible, but I felt pretty solid. Like obviously where I'm doing more frequency, my technique feels good, so bench felt fairly solid. I got up to 167.5 kilos, which is like pretty much 370 pounds, I think, which is the most I've done in this method. And obviously for a conservative single, that's good, because I'm now getting very near like out and out PR territory. So I guess in theory, maybe a week or 2, I should be hopefully hitting PRs as conservative singles. That's the plan. Chest is pumped, did a bit of shoulders afterwards. Also, notice there, that is some scratches from a wildcat. To be more precise, He-Man's wildcat. So, if you're a He-Man fan, you'd know that he has a weird cat thing that he rides around with a saddle on. That's actually cruelty to animals, but anyway, that's beside the point. Basically, I parked up, I was trying to park up. As I'm doing it, He-Man jumps out and he said, I'm parking there. And I said, no, I'm a regular member of the gym. I've never seen you before. You can't just turn up and take my space. He said, well, I'm going to park there. And I said, well, you've got a wildcat. Why do you even need, why have you got, He-Man doesn't own a car. What are you doing? This is unreasonable. At which point his wildcat scratched me and they ran off. So, He-Man, if you are watching this, you will be hearing from my solicitors shortly. Now I've got my protein I'm going to have. That's 25 grams, 30 grams of chocolate smooth whey. I've got an incredibly rivetingly exciting fruit and fibre cereal bar, which is just a cereal bar with like chocolate and raisins and nuts and stuff. I'll have all of that. Then I'm going to head home. Let's face it, I probably won't shower for about 10 hours, but I'll catch up with you when I get there. Back home from training, and it's bloody freezing. Jesus Christ. Ooh, hello. It's literally like the coldest I can remember it being in ages. All day at work, where I've been outside, it's freaking freezing. It's like mega windy as well. This is weird, looking at myself in the mirror. Wearing tights, no biggie. So, on that front, with the cold in mind, I've come up with the perfect solution. That's right, I'm wearing my winter socks, as any sensible person would do at this time of year. This is in fact a present from Sayers' dad for Sayers, one of the many sensible, standard, unsurprising presents that he brought her for her birthday recently. On the topic of Sayers' dad, he's actually coming around for dinner in a bit, and so, whoa. And so I will almost fall over, and then I will show you what we're going to have. I think we're going to have, if I open the fridge, I believe we've got some meat on the go. Yes, we do. We've got a few of these beard boys. So beef sirloin steak, we've got 4 of them. So we'll cook those beauts up. I'll maybe have 2, and then Sayers and her dad 1 each. And then I think we're going to get some chips to go with it, because chips are the best, and in particular, fish and chip shop chips are the best.
Curly fries.
Curly fries. Do we have curly fries?
Yeah.
Ooh, we have curly fries, so scrap that. We'll have curly fries with those bad boys. Also, in the interim, I am gonna have to tide me over until we have dinner. I'm gonna have some of these bad boys. This is one of the perks of working in the school. When you get near Christmas time, I'm gonna take this off because it's ridiculous. When you get near Christmas time, people start buying you like chocolates and stuff, which is good, unless you are grossly overweight and trying to lose weight. These are, I'll show you, Choco Bonds, which sounds slightly sexual, but I don't think it is. Let's have a look at the macros. So for a bag of these, 576 calories. They're like Kinder things, I'm assuming. Yeah, just like chocolate with the Kinder stuff inside, which I find nice, but then after a while pretty sickly. So I'll probably eat like half the pack, I guess, and then we'll get the meat cracking. So I'll catch up with you then. Look at all of those freaking curly fries. That's got to be, I don't know, maybe like 500 grams of curly fries, maybe like getting on for a kilo, I reckon. And that is a muscle food steak, which is pretty thick. This is like, what's it done, says? Like medium. Medium rare, which means it's way easier to eat, so I can eat it with a standard peasant knife. There's my reflection, hello. And then a pretty large amount of ketchup, which I accidentally put on Sayers' plate, which she immediately berated me for. We had a massive physical fight. Domestic. It was pretty embarrassing. But now we're getting down to business, so I'm going to eat this. See you in 8 seconds.
It's not the style, it's A style.
A style. He's got to wear white tights.
Now that was a great meal, and this is half a banana, which I'm currently in the process of eating. I actually started filming a second ago with the whole banana, which is the rest of it is over there, but I waved it around too frantically and the end of it fell off, so I'm now picking it up and it's kind of covered in like bits of grit and stuff, but it will strengthen my immune system. Dinner was incredible. The steak was so good. I've had the steak before, it wasn't quite as good. I don't know why. I do know why, because this time I think we kind of didn't cook it quite as much. It was more kind of rare, and so it was just so like smooth and just, you know, it's like easy to eat and you can just kind of chew it so easily. It was like that, and it was really good. I had loads of curly fries, like I had the ones you saw, then I had a few more, and dessert I had that white kind of mini Magnum thing, and then I had like a milk chocolate one because it was the one left over. And when there's one ice cream left over, if you don't eat it, you get cursed and you go to hell. So didn't really have a choice. Now, I'm eating that banana. I also have some French brioche, which I've eaten in a video before. It's like chocolate chip brioche. It's really good. I've toasted it and buttered it last time I ate it in a video, but this time I'm just going to eat it raw, au natural, because it's quite late and I can't bother to do it. So I'll have a couple of slices of that. Macros are pretty, it's relatively calorific per, like, I mean, I guess it's basically like a slice of bread equivalent, but it's much nicer and it's small, so you can eat it in like 2 bites. So it's just a handy snack. Also changed into shorts because I was wearing tights before and I was sweating out really bad. So I'm gonna have this, finish my banana, my dusty floor-ridden banana, and then it'll be pretty much bedtime. Present from a fan, no biggie. It's from Gary Stevens, actually. Now Gary, I do appreciate the flowers, but sending them to me 3 times a day at my work address is a little bit overwhelming. And to be honest, the 11-foot statue of you riding a swan playing a banjo made out of Edam cheese was a little bit too much. So if you wouldn't mind kind of just rein in a little bit, I would appreciate that. Now, it is bedtime. I haven't showered yet, of course, because I am a hobo. But on the plus side, I've laid out my Protein Shrine for your enjoyment. Creatine, protein, still chocolate smooth, and my shaker, which annoyingly has water in it because we're running low on milk, so I'm having to use water in my morning and pre-bed shakes, whereas I'd normally use milk, which is why I've eaten a little bit more today than I would normally. So I was saying this earlier about how my food is very flexible and kind of very intuitive. So like in a scenario like that where I know that I'm not getting the calories I would from the milk, I'll just eat a little bit more, and vice versa. It's very, very simple. And that, my friends, concludes my video. I'm going to have that. I'm going to go to bed because I'm tired and I need to wash. So obviously we're doing that as well before I go to sleep. So I sincerely hope you've enjoyed the video, guys. If you have enjoyed it, please give it a like. It means a lot to me, and it means we automatically become pen pals. So bear that in mind. And I will see you tomorrow.